Picture this. While the West has controlled global finance for decades, a new powerhouse is quietly reshaping the world economy. We're talking about a bank with $100 billion in authorized capital, headquartered not in New York or London, but in Shanghai. Today, we're diving deep into how the BRICS Development Bank is challenging the financial world order and why this matters for every single one of us. Hey everyone, welcome back to Rukifelo. I'm your host, and today we're exploring one of the most significant shifts in global economics happening right now. If you're interested in understanding how world power is changing hands, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this story is far from over. Let's start with the basics. BRICS originally stood for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, 5 major emerging economies that decided they were tired of playing by Western rules. But here's where it gets interesting. BRICS isn't just those 5 countries anymore. In 2025, this alliance has exploded in size. Indonesia officially joined as a member state in early 2025, becoming the first Southeast Asian member. Algeria has officially become a new member country of the New Development Bank in May 2025, and Colombia and Uzbekistan have officially become new member countries of the BRICS New Development Bank just recently. But wait, there's more. Nigeria and Indonesia joined as full members, so the BRICS now represents almost 55% of the global population and 42.2% of global GDP. Think about that for a moment. More than half the world's people are now represented by this alliance. Now, here's where things get really fascinating. The heart of this financial revolution is the New Development Bank, also known as the BRICS Bank. The authorized capital of the NDB is $100 billion. The paid-in capital is $52.7 billion. There are 96 projects approved to date, with a total financing of $32.8 billion. The NDB is based in Shanghai and has offices in Sao Paulo and Gujarat, India. This isn't just another regional bank. This is a direct challenge to institutions like the World Bank and International Monetary Fund that have dominated global finance since World War II. While traditional Western financial institutions often come with strict conditions and political strings attached, the BRICS Bank positions itself as an alternative that focuses purely on infrastructure and sustainable development. What makes this even more significant is the timing. The 10-year anniversary of the so-called BRICS Bank was marked by a meeting in Rio de Janeiro, showing how this institution has quietly grown from an ambitious idea to a major financial force in just a decade. Here's where the story gets really explosive. The BRICS Alliance isn't just creating alternative banks. They're actively working to reduce dependence on the US dollar. One of our problems today is being dependent on the dollar. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said in a January 2025 speech touting the BRICS financial system. Those countries members of BRICS have also understood this. We must strive to eliminate the dollar. It marks a significant step towards a multipolar global economy, reducing the dominance of the US dollar and creating a more balanced trade environment for developing nations, explains legal expert Vaidyanathan from Mumbai. This isn't just political posturing. This alliance, which brings together some of the most powerful emerging economies, is moving to challenge the dominance of the dollar and create an alternative financial system. We're potentially witnessing the beginning of the end of the dollar's reign as the world's primary reserve currency. The implications are massive. When you control global finance, you control global power. For decades, the US and its allies have used their financial dominance to influence world politics, impose sanctions, and essentially dictate terms to developing nations. But now, developing countries have options. Instead of going to Washington or London for development funds, they can turn to Shanghai. Instead of accepting Western conditions, they can work with institutions that understand their specific challenges and priorities. The expansion of BRICS and its de-dollarization efforts carry significant implications for the United States and a more multipolar world. We're moving from a world dominated by Western financial institutions to one where multiple centers of economic power compete and collaborate. The rise of the BRICS Development Bank represents more than just another financial institution. It's a symbol of shifting global power. From its humble beginnings as a group of 5 emerging economies to its current status as a coalition representing over half the world's population and more than 40% of global GDP, BRICS has quietly revolutionized international finance. What started as an alternative is now becoming mainstream. What began as a challenge to Western dominance is now reshaping how the world thinks about money, development, and economic cooperation. The question isn't whether this will impact your life, it's how much and how quickly. As more countries join this alternative financial system, as the dollar's dominance continues to erode, and as new centers of economic power emerge, we're all witnessing history in the making. What do you think about this shift in global financial power? Are we seeing the dawn of a truly multipolar world? Or is this just another phase that will eventually stabilize? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the forces reshaping our world. Hit that like button if this opened your eyes to something new, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore how this financial revolution is affecting everyday people around the globe.